Hello, everyone, and welcome to a continuation of day number 1 for week 4. And Nate once again has a different profile pic. Are we just gonna change our profile
I'm
pic
just
every
a
single
sleepy little guy,
episode?
you know?
Yeah.
Just a little sleepy. It's alright.
Can't lie, I'm a little tired too, but it is what it is. We got one more game tonight. We'll already be a quarter of the way done week 4 after the first day, so that's pretty cool. We're gonna have a little bit of time off. Jerry, thanks
Thank
for the
you,
sub,
Jerry,
dude.
for the sub.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Jerry.
I might wake up because of that, not sure.
Yeah, that brought me to life for sure. Yeah. But last game, first game of week 1, we had the Sharks and the Kraken, and that went the exact opposite of what I was expecting. I was ready for the Kraken to sweep, and then we turn around and the Sharks sweep, which is the exact summary of watching Silver play sometimes. you don't know what you're gonna get with that Kraken team, but I gotta save that argument for our power ranking stream.
That's it.
But I mean, that was a shocking watch. But I think this matchup is gonna be less unknown, honestly, because it felt like it was known that the Kraken would win, but they didn't. But now here, I could see either team winning. Stingrays and Tridents. If we go through a breakdown of both teams, they're both 2-1 right now. The Tridents have more games played, but that's just because the Stingrays week 1 had a forfeit loss. That's their only loss so far. Besides that, their stats are unbelievably even. Stingrays have more goals. The goal diff is the exact same for both teams. Stingrays have more assists. Tridents have more saves. Stingrays have a few more shots, which is the only real big difference. Then shot accuracy, the Tridents take the edge by like 3%, so it's not that much different. But the big thing is how these teams play defensively, offensively, in the ground or on the air. The Tridents are more defensive than the Stingrays, but ground to air percentage are pretty much the exact same. So it's interesting to see how these teams are going to play against each other, because I think they're pretty even. Going through the players. Speaking of even, starting with the Stingrays, Grizz and Cloud. I don't know if you're seeing the stream stats yourself.
No, I'm looking.
Oh, sick. Let's ban that bot, shall we? Yep. And
Damn, I didn't even get time, bro.
quick reaction time from me. I just gotta pull the chat back up real quick. Give me 1 second. Yeah, what I was saying is that Grizz and Cloud are clones of each other. I don't know who is a clone of who. I don't know. But both of them have 9 games played. They're both round 2s. They both have the same goals per game. The exact same number. Grizz has participated in 27 of the goals, and Cloud has participated in 26 of them. They have the same amount of saves per game, pretty much the same number of assists, same number of shots. Cloud is way more accurate, though. But Grizz also has more MVPs. So they are the exact same player. And then, obviously, last week, Toes left the server, so they need to find a replacement. A new player that joined the league pretty recently, Apple, was instantly picked up by the Stingrays. Apparently, they have chemistry with each other, know each other. So I'm curious to see how this team gels together.
That's, do they know both Grizz and Cloud?
I think so, because Grizz knows Cloud, Cloud knows Grizz, and then I believe these three know each other. But apparently Apple's a gold, so that'll be interesting to see how he is able to keep up with the rest of the teams, or the rest of the players in this matchup. On the other side, the Tridents, they struggled last week. Didn't look their best. Solo definitely didn't have his best showing. Jerry was kind of the reason they won last week. I'm expecting to see a bounce back here from Solo. But still, Solo is playing like a top 5 player so far this season.
Definitely.
He's very solid. His shot accuracy is good. Jerry is a great second man for this team. He's doing just as much to help with the team as Solo is as a first rounder. So he's me in the call. Hey, remember what I said?
Guy.
2 gifted and you're in, dude. 2 gifted. Let's go. Run it up. But I think Jerry is a great second man to be behind Solo, and then Aniket. I kind of want to see more from Aniket. I think Aniket has potential to be a very good third rounder. I just haven't seen enough to be convinced.
Yeah, definitely.
I
mean, he was really good week 1, but I guess missing out on that second week might have impacted him. Who knows?
Yeah, I agree. But I still think either way, this is going to be a very even matchup. I'm excited to see how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
And on to the pregame interviews. We're going to be starting with the Stingrays, and the captain, Grizz, is going to be taking the interviews.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Grizz. Sounds like
Hello?
we dragged you mid-conversation. Sorry about that.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad.
Coming off last week, I mean, big win for you. You're technically 2-0 because you couldn't do week 1, but I mean, you guys have looked like a very solid team even without a first-round player. So, how do you feel going in this match tonight?
I'm pretty confident. You know, Solo's obviously a great player, and I haven't been able to watch too many of the Tridents matches, but yeah, Solo's definitely going to be a tough guy to beat. But I mean, I feel like, you know, my team can pull it together. Maybe we can get the win.
So you made a pretty quick change. Obviously Toes had to leave, RIP.
Yep.
So you picked up Apple, who I haven't seen him play before. Do you know him outside the league?
I do actually, but he doesn't play too much Rocket League. He played back in the day, but that was about it.
What rank is he? What rank is he right now? He's like gold, right?
Yeah, he's gold.
So
I'm trying to get his rank up in trios. But.
Yeah. So how are you gonna try to get him more involved and try to work him into the duo that you've got between yourself and Cloud?
Well, right now we're just kind of gonna let him play, let him, try to adapt, and that's honestly really it.
Yeah. Okay. Final question.
That's all I got.
What do you predict the match is gonna go to tonight? How do you think it's gonna go?
I'd like to see a game 5, to be honest.
Me too.
But I think a game 5 would be exciting. But I mean, I hope we win it before that.
Well, obviously, but yeah, a game 5 would be fun. We had a lot of those last week. I want to keep
W in 4.
Yeah.
Okay, I like the prediction of in 4. But any final thing? Nate was mad at me last time for not letting.
Finally!
Nate,
oh my
do you
god!
Have any questions for Grizz?
Oh, this is so huge. Alright. My question to you. With the addition of Apple, do you think your playstyle with Cloud is going to change at all? Or are we still going to expect the sort of copy-paste sort of playstyle?
It's all going to be passes mid. That's all it's going to be.
Yep, that's what we know you for. Love
I'm going to try to set up my guys. I'm going to try to let them play, and I'm going to try to let them score. And hopefully I get a couple plays myself, but we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, I have nothing more for you, so I'm going to drag you back. Lobby info should be up soon. Good luck. Have some fun.
All right, thank you.
W Striker, finally, brother.
Hey, my bad, bro. My bad. I just didn't want you hating on Theo, all right? The first time, I've got no excuse. I just forgot. I just didn't want you hating on Theo.
Theo? I wasn't gonna hate on Theo.
He didn't need that. That's all. But
slander.
Now we will go to the Tridents pregame interview, and Jerry will be taking it. Hey Jerry, how's it going?
Up, Shark. Pretty good.
So you guys won last week. Congrats, by the way. You're up to 2-1. I personally, I don't know if you watched the power ranking stream to hear our feedback, but I don't think you guys played as good as you typically did. But you still were able to get the win. You got MVP. I felt like Solo wasn't playing at his best. So how are you gonna try to get him more involved in this match?
He said he was having like an off day during that series, and this week and like today in general, he's been playing a lot better. So we're just hoping that that's enough to win this.
Yeah, and again, like I said, you were MVP last week. You played really good. So how are you gonna try to keep that momentum you had last week and bring it into this one while trying to get Solo involved?
Me and Solo played like probably 5 hours of rank together today, so we built a lot of chemistry, at least
good.
in the past few hours.
Wow.
So
That's really good. Last question I gotta ask is, how do you think this match is gonna go tonight?
like I said, like I say before, like I say every time, I'm thinking 3-2, game 5.
Love a game 5. You said in the chat yourself, who doesn't like a game 5?
Yeah, exactly.
Nate, you got anything you want to ask Jerry before we let him go?
Yeah, obviously this is a slight performance bounce back game for you guys. One question I have in particular is, how are y'all doing comm-wise? Because I feel like that is like the most important factor when it comes to team chemistry.
I'm gonna be completely transparent. We don't calm that much. We like go off pure like vibes. Honestly.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, I love
Like,
a vibes team.
like-
Me personally, love a vibes team.
Vibe seems is in fact beautiful. I have seen that.
You've experienced it yourself, Nate.
Yeah.
But, Jerry, any final things before we let you go?
Good luck to the other team, and hopefully this is a good series.
Alright, well, I'll bring you back in. The lobby info should be up soon. Good luck, have some fun.
Alright.
Fuck! I need to load up Rocket League. I'm not locked in.
Another vibes team. Love to see it.
Another Vibes team. I didn't take him for a Vibes team, but yeah,
I
no,
didn't
they.
either. But I feel good about my prediction now that I just heard what he said, that he played with Solo for 5 hours today. That's a good sign.
Today alone is diabolical.
Yeah, so I feel really good. But any last thing you want to say before I get the lobby up?
Good luck, boys.
Alright. Well, I am going to get the lobby info to the players. The players will join, and we will be starting shortly. Be right back. Okay, I think we're just waiting on the Tridents. So, Nate will be starting this game 1. He'll be doing all the casting.
Yes, sir.
What's your prediction, Nate? How do you think this is gonna go?
I'm still pretty confident in my Stingrays team, but this is gonna be a highly competitive match, I will tell you.
So you think 5? Because that's what I'm thinking.
5, yes.
I think it's Tridents in 5. I think this is gonna be a very good match.
Mhm.
I hope I'm right. I'd love to see a game 5. But yeah, Nate, good luck. It's all you, brother.
Alrighty. Kickoff, we're going to be seeing Solo and Cloud. Round 1 of Stingray Tridents. Ball going over to the Tridents wall, a little bit away from Jerry, but he just gives it to Aniket. Goes over to the Tridents wall, Jerry with the collect. Grizz is going to be able to challenge. Actually, that's ball. Yes, that's ball. Solo with a little bit of a solo play, going over to the Stingrays net. Cloud going to be collecting it, passing it over to Grizz. Grizz on the wall, pops it up for himself. Actually, he does give it over to his round 3 player. We take those. Cloud with a shot off the post. Apple? Oh, right, his name is Apple. Apple coming in with a collect, is able to put it a little bit in the center. Cloud with a shot, saved by Aniket. Aniket's going to keep this ball now, tossing it all the way over to the Stingray side. Jerry with a 50, followed by Grizz. Grizz with a shot, and it goes in! Stingrays up 1. Nice shot in the bottom left corner, not where Solo was expecting it. Now we're gonna have another kickoff. 4-3 on the clock. Aniket puts it in the mid left. A little bit of a bump coming from the Tridents. Jerry does give it to Solo. Does whiff a little bit, but Cloud is able to collect. Aniket going for the corner. Jerry. Ooh, close, but not quite. Grizz with the shot. And it's going in front of that. Jerry with the save. And Solo 50s it out of their corner. Grizz with another collect. Goes for another shot. Jerry is there for it though. Aniket going on the ball just to give pressure. Jerry and Aniket 50 it out of their net. And Solo now has the ball. Goes for an air dribble. Passed it off to Jerry. Have a good save from Grizz. Aniket with a commit. Unable to get a real touch on it. Nice bump from Apple onto Solo. But it stays in the Stingray's net. Side. Corner. Apple with a commit. And Jerry accidentally get it past Solo. But Aniket is there to collect. Jerry is up. Passes it mid. Nobody there. Grizz with a whiff. As Apple takes it off the wall. Jerry's able to collect it. Grizz now has possession. Flicks it over to Jerry, just barely being able to get a touch on it. And Solo with a whiff. Nobody there for Stingrays to take the shot. Jerry now having possession. Does get a clean 50. Aniket there. Another clean 50 and Solo puts it in this corner though. That is still good for the Tridents as they keep possession. Jerry with a nice air dribble. Gets it past 2! 1v1 on Grizz. Tries to pitch it mid, but it goes a little too high. Aniket is going to try and do something. It is past mid. Solo unable to read the ball. A little bit too more out than he was expecting. Now Jerry with a clean 50 in front of his net. Keeps the ball on the wall. Aniket with a clean 50. This might be an opportunity for the Tridents. It goes wide right. Solo keeps it. Triple commit somewhat from the Stingrays. But they are able to recover. Cloud with another save. Aniket goes up, pressures Cloud. Forces him quite nice. Now Solo off the corner. Apple is there. Jerry goes for the commit. How it just stays near the wall. Going over to the Stingrays, Trident's quarter. Solo keeps it. Goes for a solo play, however, gets bumped off. Jerry with the steal. Grizz keeping possession. Ooh, right past Aniket. However, it is a bounce corner. Solo almost getting another solo play. Staying true to his name. Now Cloud on the wall, trying to keep possession as much as he can. However, Solo goes for the shot. Grizz is there for the save though. As Apple and Cloud try to pressure on the wall. Ooh, Apple accidentally passing it mid. However, a little bit of miscommunication from the Tridents, unable to get the goal. However, still 40 seconds on the clock with a lot of pressure. Aniket with a pass mid. Jerry was ready for it. That was such a clean play. Solo up now. Could be going for a shot. However, he does pass it mid. Is anybody there? Jerry tries to slot it in, but he can't get the bottom right. Clean 50 from Anakin. Both of them are up, and Solo gets the tying goal. Just a huge amount of pressure that got built up, and finally, Tridents were able to secure it. 24 seconds of the clock. High chance of be going to overtime. However, let's see if anybody can secure it early. Visoko with a nice 50 over to Jerry. Jerry tries to bang it. Not quite the touch that he wants it, but he does get a demo on Grizz. Another bump on Cloud. That might be an opening. However, nobody's quite there. Everyone was just kind of collecting themselves. Now, Solo, 50 on the wall. Apple is up. Does get a nice touch for his rank. That's surprising. Anakin with a nice pass over to Solo. It's 0-second goals. See if anything can be done. Anakin tries to go and do a nice bang, but it just gets blocked. Double commit from Stingrays. Looking quite intentional. Now, we do see Grizz. Oh, actually, no. Cloud is going off for it. Jerry's there. Mike goes for the shot. However, Apple able to save it. Now, Grizz just launches it over to Trident's net. However, it gets collected by Jerry. Nice 50 from the two. As Anakin takes it over to the other side. Nice 50 from Cloud, keeping possession. Over Jerry. Solo just back. Gets a nice clear, and his teammate Jerry backs it up. Getting quite close, however, Solo clears it into the corner still. Keeping possession. Apple there with the pass. No dice. Anakin keeps it on the wall. Pops it to mid. Jerry might be there. He is. Nice 50 on 2. Solo goes for the corner. However, it's bounced mid. Anakin almost got in the steal. Have a good defense from Stingrays. Jerry tosses it mid. Double commit from Stingrays. Puts it into the corner. Jerry keeps it. Jerry with a bang. That might go in. Not quite. What a save. Not quite. Grizz with a fantastic attempt. Tried to pop it up. Just so that Jerry couldn't get the double tap, which he was definitely going to get. Not for nothing. And Tridents going up in the series.
And I think that game is very telling of what this series is going to be. Because every single player involved was contributing huge. Like, the gold they signed Apple played pretty good.
Yeah,
he's got good
dude,
mechs for a gold. Like, seriously. I think there's definitely moments where I could tell he was gold. There was a lot of bad positioning. But, I mean, besides that, like, you can... This is a very even matchup.
They made a whole ass club for their team.
I just realized that.
Dude.
That's
They
commitment.
have the name, they have the club. Bro, they're rocking it.
I respect that, I'm going to be honest. I just realized they have SR too. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, dude. Stingrays. This is a peak-ass team, I'm not even gonna lie.
Old
club, new name.
Damn.
Fair enough.
But, I mean, Jerry once again with an MVP. Oh, server, no! Okay, new server.
It's whatever. Give Stingrays a little bit more time to possibly communicate what they're gonna try and do next. If there's anything they can even do differently.
Yeah. In my again, Jerry was MVP that match. So again, I'm still not. I think it was only close because Solo is still not playing at his level that he can play at.
Oh yeah, no, agreed.
But because Solo is playing down to a round 2, which is why the matchup was so even. Because the Stingrays already have 2 round 2 players. So if Solo is playing down to his competition, then it's going to be a very even match. But if Solo can do what he did the first 2 weeks, then they could blow out in game 2.
Yeah.
It all depends on what Solo does. Because I think Anakin's doing his thing, and Jerry is definitely doing his thing in the series so far. But now
yeah, no, this is beautiful.
Now on to game 2. Apple wins kickoff. It's going to go off the backboard. Grizz tries to get a double. The shot from Apple. And his first goal in the season. Apple makes it 1-0 early. Off kickoff. He wins it and then just waits for it to bounce off the backboard and then just hits it to the top right corner. A perfect start for the Stingrays, especially after losing game 1 the way they did. Solo ties kickoff. Second ball goes in favor of Cloud, who resets it to his own right wall. Jerry loses the 50 to Apple. Apple's going to take his space, tries to force a shot. Aniket will cut it off. Cloud tries to pass mid to Grizz. The shot, not enough power on it. Aniket can't get a touch. Solo clears the corner. Solo gets it past Apple, and here comes Solo, past everyone, and this is the Solo the Tridents need as they tie the game with 4:31 left. Ridiculous ground game from Solo that no one really talks about because you just know for him going for solo plays in the air. But he shows off the ground game as well. Aniket wins kickoff. It's the right side of the Stingray zone. Solo tries to get another shot. Cloud can't make the save, and that's another goal for Solo. 2-1 Tridents. Good patience to let it bounce off the wall and then tries to find a corner. Cloud almost makes the play, but it just wasn't enough. And the Tridents take the lead right back. Jerry wins kickoff off the left wall. Here's Aniket's shot going top right, and that's 3 straight kickoff goals for the Tridents. The Stingrays got to try to figure out this kickoff. Aniket with some good placement again. Grizz couldn't get there in time. 4:20 left. Tridents up 2 and also up 1 in the series. A double commit on kickoff. That's a way to counter it. Resets the Tridents corner. Jerry gets it past Apple, gets it past Cloud. Grizz, the last one back, tries to play it to his own right wall. He's going to try to challenge Solo off the backboard. Can Apple get the clear? No. Jerry keeps it alive. Reset off the post, and it's cleared out. Jerry off the left corner. Grizz can't get a touch. Apple gets the save. Rebound Solo, and it's 4-1. That is 5 goals in a minute 5. Defense just doesn't exist here in game 2. Apple tried his best. It was an awkward play. I think Cloud missed off the backboard and left Apple on an island, and he couldn't do anything with it. Cloud wins kickoff off the ceiling down. Try force a shot. That's cleared out by Solo to the corner. Stolen by Apple. The pass mid. Here's Grizz. The shot, and the Stingrays respond. I can't believe the amount of goals that are being scored here. A minute 15 in, and we have 6 total goals. This is a great pass by Apple to find Grizz in the air. And just a beautiful pre-jump. 3:45 left. Solo wins kickoff clean off the ceiling down. Apple can't get a touch. Cloud is able to clear for the moment. Solo can't get the read. Rare miss there from Solo. Aniket resets to his own corner. Just hit off the ceiling. Does get the touch. Gets it past 1. It's just Cloud back. He pops it to himself. Here's Cloud. Off the right wall, trying to stay on. Can't get a pass mid, that's blocked by Aniket. Now here's Solo the other way for the Tridents. Forcing a shot on net, that's slowly rolling in. Off the post and in. Solo gets his 4th goal of the game, and it's 5-2. This is the Solo we all know from the first 2 weeks of the season. He's now coming to life here in game 2, and no one is able to stop him. 3:15 left. Wondering if this game will ever end with the amount of goals that are being scored so far. Cloud pops it to his own right wall, gets it past 1, gets a good bounce, tries to get it past Solo, he stalls for the moment. Jerry is able to clear to the left wall. Grizz keeps it in. Aniket leaves for Solo as he booms into the left wall. Here's Solo off the backboard mid. Good pop by Grizz. Aniket tries to reset for Solo. It's stolen by Apple. Apple's trying to stay on. Stolen by Jerry. Jerry booms it to the right side. Grizz waiting under it. It's not the touch he's looking for. Off the ceiling, straight down. It's a pass mid for the Tridents. Jerry off the backboard. Solo with the 50. That's just hanging in front of the Stingrays net. It's cleared out by Cloud. Cloud off the right wall. Hits it right to Aniket. He's got some time. Pops it past Grizz. Here's Aniket. Can't get a follow-up touch. Off the corner. Solo stays on. Aniket tries to challenge. It's cleared out by Grizz. Grizz can't pop in mid, but Apple stays on. Here's Apple the shot. The round 3 picked up 2 hours before this game has made his contribution this series. And it's a 2-goal game. These are not the mechanics of a gold. He has been a bright spot on this team so far this series. 2:14 left. Cloud wins kickoff, trying to get his team back into this match. Apple can't get the read. Off the corner. Cleared out by Solo. Solo hits it right to Cloud. Cloud resets to his own corner. Leaves it for Apple. Apple bumps into the corner. Showing why he's a gold sometimes. But he has these bright spots where it looks like he's higher than that. Grizz pops it right to Solo. Hits it for Apple. Good pass by Apple. Grizz can't get a follow-up. It's cleared out by Aniket. Apple trying to stall some time. That's a good touch from Apple again. Cloud off the ceiling, straight down. Aniket pinches it with his teammate off the right wall. Can't get a sidewall read, cleared by Cloud. Now here's Solo, popping it to himself over Grizz. What card control from Solo, and the Tridents are up 3. Cloud hits it right to him, and then when Solo has space in the air, look out, he gets it perfectly past Grizz. Minute 31 left. The Tridents are trying to hold on in an offensive slugfest here. Off the corner, trying to pass in mid. Here's Grizz, and cuts the lead to 2. And that is 10 goals in game 2. Grizz lets it roll off the corner and then just has enough boost to get the easy tap in. Aniket couldn't get there in time. Minute 25 left. Can the Stingrays get 2 to force an OT once again? Jerry off the left wall, straight down. Try to leave it for Aniket, but Grizz will cut it off. Grizz got some space, forcing a shot. Jerry will catch the right wall, stolen by Cloud. Solo misses. Open net for Grizz, and here come the Stingrays. They cut the lead to 1. A bad defensive mistake by the Tridents. Solo and Aniket both in the same corner and can't get a read on it. That leaves an open net for Grizz. Minute 13 left. Stingrays need 1. They're also down 1 in the series, so this game is just as important. Solo takes the boost. Jerry off the corner, trying to pass in mid. It's cleared out by Apple. Apple gets bumped. Jerry misses. 1 minute left here in game 2. Aniket off the right wall. Grizz forces a shot, gets it past Solo, but Aniket makes the save. Apple keeping the pressure on. A double bump on his own team, but Jerry recovers and makes the save. Nearly a disastrous bump on the defensive end for the Tridents. Off the backboard, Cloud shot is saved by Aniket. Rebound Grizz, another save by Solo. The Tridents trying to hang on here in game 2. Off the backboard down, 30 seconds left. Grizz pops it straight up. Cloud hits it right to Apple. Apple's taking his space, trying to get past Solo. Solo backflips into it. To the other side, Jerry gets it past 1. Off the right wall, hitting off the backboard, trying to get a shot. That's blocked by Cloud. 10 seconds left. The Tridents just trying to keep it in the Stingray zone. Cloud tries to boom it out. Leaves it for Apple. Apple with the 50 misses wide left. No time on the clock, and the ball will drop. The Tridents go up 2-0 in the series.
Brother. What the fuck?
I mean, Solo, major bounce back game. But it still felt like defensively, the Tridents were just so off. I mean, kind of both teams, but more specifically, I feel like the Tridents goals. Up at the end there. I feel like the Tridents goals that they let up were pretty bad. I feel like Stingrays weren't as bad, but I mean, there was just no defense to be found from either team.
I don't know. There were a lot of offensive plays that were just like kind of crisp. Like, I feel like the quality of offense kind of supersedes the defense by a lot. Because, like, some of the defensive plays are kind of what you expect from Pelagic, not for nothing. They weren't horrible, but, like, some of the air dribbles, some of the passes, they were just going crazy with it.
Also, Apple, for a round 3, had 2 goals and an assist that game.
Yeah.
What is happening with these?
And they were like accidental goals. Those were like crisp.
They were good goals. Yeah. These free agents so far in week 4 have been very good. Slicks, or Silks, I think. I was saying Slicks last
Slicks.
we'll just call them Silks. So Silks last series, and now Apple this series. 2 straight good pickups from the Pelagic Division.
Alrighty. Back to the game though, considering that is my swap. So with the ball on the wall, gets challenged by Apple. However, it is a pass to Jerry. Could be a goal, however, both with. So with the ball, flicks it top right. However, just barely misses the corner. Jerry is there. However, Cloud gets the save. Grizz with a nice flick over to Cloud. No dice yet. However, Apple keeps possession. Nice 50 on Jerry. Put mid. Nobody's there. And we see a Rule 1, Apple and Jerry. It is now a 2v2, and it is very scary for the Tridents! Grizz with a nice open net shot. I was literally about to say, you do not want to have Grizz and Cloud as a duo. Facing, even if it's Solo and Anakin, that is a deadly combination. Tridents up, Stingrays up 1. 4:20 on the clock. Jerry accidentally passes it mid. Cloud is there, however, isn't able to get a shot considering the contest. Apple, nice 50. Nobody able to collect. However, is a pop up. Cloud is there, goes for the shot. Solo collects. However, the pressure is just there. Grizz stealing it once more. Little bit of a pop. Apple is there. Could be put mid. However, Anakin does get the save. Cloud is there, goes for the shot, and it goes in. 2-0 for the Stingrays. What a bounce back. Going from 3 immediate kickoff goals coming from game 2, now solidifying 2 immediately on the board. See if they can keep this up. Grizz potentially go for a shot, however, just whiffs a tiny bit. Jerry tries to keep possession, however, unable to. Cloud keeping the ball in the corner. Tries to pop it for Apple. He does get there. Apple might go for a bump here. And good attempt. A little bit of 50 and it goes near the Stingray side. Jerry with a nice flick. Keeps it in the corner. Goes for a little bit of a pop. Gets Cloud gets by Anakin. And now Grizz trying to find Apple. Unable to get the ball though. Now Apple keeps it over. Little bit of a double commit from Tridents. However, nothing offensively just yet. Grizz and Solo 1v1. Solo gets it by! And we have a game as Solo... English, thank you. Cuts it down to 1. There we go. I'm professional. Now, 3:03 on the clock. Stingrays having Cloud cheat up a little bit, kind of averting expectations. Now Solo with another play, saved by Apple! Jerry keeping the ball in their half. Tries to go for a fake, however, Apple just swings at the ball. Now Solo and Grizz. Grizz beats him on the 1v1. Solo steals the ball from Apple, pops it up, potentially to his teammate. We do see Jerry try and go for it, however, Grizz steals. Solo, nice pop onto the wall. Gets contested by Apple. Has to give it over to Jerry. Jerry keeps the ball middle. However, Apple just steals it. A little bit of a bump, but it doesn't really matter all too much. Oh, pinch? Are we seeing a pinch goal in Pelagic? Was that just a Solo play? Okay, it was just a Solo play. Solo with a bang into the top right corner. Grizz unable to... Well, not really just expecting it. As we have a tie game. Grizz, nice 50 onto Jerry. Apple there, gets a 50 on Solo, however it's going their way. Jerry with a potential shot off the crossbar to his teammate. No! Cloud with a steal. Anakin tries to get it away, however, I'm pretty sure Cloud just bangs it once more. Still in Trident's half. Jerry trying to collect, flicks it over. Over to his teammate Solo. Solo going for another play, however cleared by Cloud. And Apple. Another commit, double commit from Stingrays. Don't want to see a lot of those in this elimination game. Apple gives it over to Grizz. Grizz has Solo. Does beat him. Cloud now up. Going for a solo play. Hits it top left. Nice shot, but Solo was there for it. Solo to his teammate Jerry. Almost a quick off. Grizz with a nice steal. Gets demoed for it. And again, keeping it over to his teammate. Jerry could steal it. Unable to. Grizz keeps it on Trident's half. Apple with a potential shot off the post. Cloud keeping it into the corner. Nice pop. Cloud could have given it to Grizz. Not quite though. Grizz with a potential shot does get saved by Jerry. Cloud tries to pop it over. Unable to. Jerry with a free ball. Take that back, Apple. Yoinking that out of their jaws as Cloud might be going for a shot. The nice bump from Jerry though, denying the goal as it goes over to the Stingrays net. Saved by Apple. We have a close game here, folks. Jerry up on the wall, tries to get for a ceiling, unable to. Cloud tries to contest. It's passed over. Is anybody there? Solo almost getting a goal. Grizz with the ball, tries to keep it. Looks a little shaky, but he gets over two! He's gonna try and pass him in. Unable to get a good one though. Cloud going up, unable to get any touch. Grizz over to Jerry. As we see the corner, it gets popped up. Solo going for the last second play. Unable to. As we go into overtime. Cloud versus Solo. Solo gets a mad beat onto the Stingray side. Grizz with a nice touch. Tries to keep it. Solo with a pop-up. Accidental bump, but we're fine. Thank God for the Stingrays. Waterfall from Solo. Goes over to Jerry. Goes for a pop-up. It looks like Stingrays look a little bit shaky. However, Grizz able to recover. Solo is up. 1v1 Grizz gives it over to Jerry on accident, and that's the game! Tridents secure an unexpected sweep from how these players have been going.
Wow, wow, wow. Didn't expect a sweep. Not on my bingo card for this one.
Yeah, no.
So the goal differential was +3 and -3 for these teams after this. Definitely didn't seem like a sweep. Those are some very even teams, but I think the Tridents just had more of a clutch factor than the Stingrays did this series. I mean, the Tridents stood out when they needed to. I think that was the key part.
Dude, like, that scoreline does not show how close this game was. It just doesn't.
It doesn't. I agree. But now the Tridents jump to 3-1, while the Stingrays fall to 2-2. And my prediction was right. Yay.
Yeah. Not Luna. El Bass.
Yeah, for real. Bad take. But now we will go right to the post game. We'll be starting with the losing team with Grizz. Hey Grizz.
What's up, Grizz?
How's it going?
Hello. What's up?
Sorry about the loss, but I mean, it was a sweep, but it didn't feel like it. Every single game was neck and neck the entire. Well, not the entire way, not in game 2, but you guys came roaring back. You tried to put up a fight.
Dude, even in game 2, like, they had a chance.
I mean, how do you feel like you played this match?
Well, obviously we have to work on team chemistry there. There was a lot of triple and double commits, and Cloud just wasn't playing like himself today. I felt like he never had boost, and he wasn't really passing as much. He told me himself that he was worried about Apple and how he was playing. And I believe that we just shouldn't do that, and that we should just try to play as a team. We needed to communicate more with Apple, especially. Just too many triple and double commits. That's really what killed us.
Yeah, but I will say this, to give some positivity from this week, Apple was a great pickup. He played really good.
Agreed.
For him being a gold, he doesn't have the mechs of a gold. Like, he doesn't. So, I mean, I have his tracker. He is gold. So, like, I could see moments of him being a gold. Like, there were definitely some, like you said, some commits that were questionable and some mistakes he made for being a gold. But overall, like, he showed out pretty well.
Yeah. Like, I genuinely would argue that was an upgrade.
I don't know about that.
I think it.
Dude,
I think it was
think
a
it
lateral. I don't think it went up or down. I think it actually went a little more down because Toes was a very solid player.
Toes was on the.
The only reason why it would go down, in my opinion, is because of team chemistry. But like, bro, he was popping off.
Yeah, for being a gold, he did a lot to help your team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got some goals that were good. He got some assists. I mean, it's just chemistry. We just gotta figure it out, and we gotta help him work on his rotating. And
yeah,
but like that, I felt like that series, even though it was a sweep, it felt like a 5-game series because it was tight the whole way. So I don't think you guys have a lot to worry about. The Tridents played really good tonight. You guys played really good tonight. It just those 1 goal differences. I think, like you said, that chemistry was the difference.
Yeah.
But your next matchup is up against the Kraken, who had just probably the worst loss of the season against the Sharks a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
How are you gonna try? Oh, sorry, you're facing the Monsoon. Sorry, the Tridents are facing the Kraken.
Oh,
my bad. So you guys are facing the Monsoon, who had a good week last week. They still have yet to play their game, so it's kind of hard to say how they'll do. But how are you going to try to get ready for next week?
Well, honestly, all we gotta do is just play threes. We just gotta help them learn chemistry and how to rotate and when to commit and when not to commit. That's honestly all we really can do.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think he's a good player. So.
Yeah. Nate, you got any final things you want to ask Grizz before we let him go?
I mean, I feel like I've said all I needed to say. Honestly, in my opinion, you have a great foundation to work upon. Getting team chemistry up should be a piece of cake for y'all.
I agree.
I hope so.
Any final things you want to? Any final things you want to say, Grizz?
No, I got nothing.
All right. Well, I'll just bring you back down to your team, GG's, and we'll see you next week.
All right, see ya.
Anyways, before we move on to the next one, I gotta wake up.
Gotta wake up.
Yep, I gotta wake up. There we go. I have arisen.
Oh my god, dude. Alright, well, we're gonna go to the Tridents post game, where we've got Jerry once again. Hey Jerry, how's it going?
Pretty good. What's up, Striker?
Congratulations on the win. Now 3-1. You're, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you are the second best team in the league currently, rank-wise, record-wise.
Oh, it's nice to hear.
Yeah. How do you feel you guys played tonight?
I feel like we had some pretty good chemistry, me and Solo. Like throughout that, we had a lot of pretty good passing plays.
Yeah, I feel like Solo was still, even though he definitely bounced back game 2, he had a 5-goal game. Like, that's ridiculous. I still felt like he was a tiny bit off, especially defensively. How do you think he did this week compared to last week?
I thought he did pretty good today. Like, there were a few moments where I wouldn't say it's entirely Solo's fault, but Aniket didn't really shine through as we wanted him to in a few things, like defensive-wise and overcommitting-wise. But we needed to rely on Aniket more, and it kind of screwed both me and Solo up in our chemistry.
I mean, yeah, you still got the win, and it was all close games. So I think the teams themselves are very even. But I think you guys had that clutch factor that the Stingrays didn't, and I think that was the difference. And I mean, you balled out again. So, I mean, you're close, if not going to get MVP again. You were MVP game 1 and game 3. So,
I think it might go to Striker this time, just because of the goals.
Oh, it might go to
Striker
me.
Solo.
Sorry. No, I'll take it.
My bad. I'm watching.
I
have the
casted a
stream, I
total
read
of
that
1
first.
game of the 3. Nate did the first and third. So.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, I deserve MVP 100%. But
Definitely.
next week you guys are facing the Kraken, who just had easily the worst loss of the season. They just lost to the Sharks. So how are you gonna try to prepare for that matchup next week?
Probably pretty similar thing that we did today, where we played a lot of rank together and built a lot of chemistry, as I'm sure you saw.
Yeah.
Playing off each other a lot more.
Mhm.
But I'm looking at our record stuff. Tridents, in a 2v2 against the Krakens, we swept them, and in a 3v3 we 4-3'd them in our last scrim.
Okay.
So
4-3. Whoa. Okay.
we feel pretty confident going into it.
Yeah, that. Nate, you got anything before we let him go?
I know it's a little bit early to ask this question, but like with the way that you guys play, I feel like you guys are the best chance to take on the Cyclones. For your guys' run back, week 9, how confident are you going into that?
Week 9?
Yeah, you're gonna face the
like,
Cyclones again in week 9.
Yeah, you're gonna be facing the Cyclones again. And I don't know if you watched last week, Monsoon vs. Cyclones, but they look beatable now.
Oh, well, that's good to
What are
hear.
your opinions?
But as long as we keep building chemistry and like working on our mechanics and team play, I think we have a pretty solid chance.
All right.
Love to hear it.
Any final things you want to say before I let you go?
GG's to the other team and all them, and have a good night.
Before you go, I'm probably gonna drag you back to your practice room, but need you for replays. You
Yeah,
did
I
it
know,
last
I know.
week, right?
I was already on it. Yeah.
Okay, so you know what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay. Well, I'll drag you back there. Just DM me the link when you're done.
All right.
But GG's, good job, congrats on the win, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Hey dogs, I just want to say, I'm not saying that they are going to beat you. I'm asking how they feel about y'all now. There's a difference. I feel like you guys are gonna go flawless. But like, there are some question marks now. You gotta understand
there are some
that.
glaring question marks, especially after last week. This Bolts matchup is going to be very telling for how long those question marks remain.
Oh, I feel like they're gonna be like gone immediately, but that's my opinion.
Yeah. Or if the Bolts win, then the question marks arise again.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do after that.
Yeah. But so far, that is the end of day 1. So far, we've got 2 more games that have their game times ready. One of them is the Pelagic between the Cyclones and the Bolts, Saturday at 3 p.m. EST. And then Friday, the quickest time, probably in the league so far, the Orcas in the Tide in the Benthic Division booked their game in like a half hour or so. It could have been earlier, but I had to wait for everyone. So
I was kind of sleeping.
Yeah, Orcas and Tide will be played Friday at 7 p.m. EST. So far, those are the only games we have. So for now, we're not going to see anyone till Friday. But I bet we'll get some games earlier than that.
Yeah.
Nate, any final things you want to say before we wrap up day 1?
I need to figure out what I'm going to do for my next PFP.
Yep, that. And how'd you feel casting? I think you did a good job.
Oh, it was easy.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
yeah, shout outs to Nate for casting. Hopefully we'll get to hear more of him this week and then in the future. Again, undecided what games he'll be doing, if we'll be splitting them up in a certain way. But we'll figure that out as we go. Any final words, Nate?
I said my final words, brother.
I wanted to know if there's any more. All right. Well, bye.
You
Nate.
know what? I get the last word. Bye.
Yep. And that is gonna do it for day number 1. Again, next game is at the latest Friday at 7 p.m. EST. Again, I bet we're going to have earlier games, so just keep posted in the Discord. If people want to know what's going on, you can join the Discord. You don't have to join the league. You can join the Discord just to get updates on the schedule and stuff, but that is completely up to you. And with that being said, we are going to wrap up this day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good night.